Hello everybody. Pardon me, this is kind of hyped up. So hello. I am in the midst of taking a break, and I wanted to just pop up on here and say, and catch up with you guys, give you the stats. It's raining outside. It's a gloomy, rainy day. First, it was really hot and sunny, and then it went gloomy. And I think hopefully the sun will come back out, so I can dry up all this stuff. Um, and the rain was super cold. Oh, okay, there goes that one person that's gonna disappear. It's so funny. It's always that one person and it disappears. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's insane. Um, so yes, I'm actually, I think I should just record that. I keep saying I was gonna record it, but forgot to. I'm gonna put a little sticky note saying record so you can watch this person literally sign in and then sign out from watching the video every single time. Every single time. So yeah, hi. Last night was nice. Oh my goodness. So when I went out and you saw my little outfit, I wore some what do you call those ankle boots? Which is really cute. I know it was super hot though, but it looked nice. It looked well put together. Oh my god. I went to a couple places. I went to IKEA up north just to find something, but unfortunately, like they don't have a wide variety of what it is I was looking for. And so I ended up just kind of traveling nearby to some place to go get something to eat. And where I went to, they had like live music, and I really like live music considering, I was in an orchestra before for a very long time. So I'm all about live music. And it was a good time. The drinks were not bad. The last ones were like nice and strong. I liked that a lot, and the food was decent too. It was different. It was something not like different, but it's something I haven't done in a very long time, and there's just been a shift right now for me personally. Like I know my independence and stuff like that, like many times before, with other people in the past, like it intimidates people, it threatens people, it scares people because like they feel they feel very codependent. They feed off of my energy, they feed off of everything. So without me, it's just like, who are they as a person? What will they discuss? What will they try to exploit? Can they actually talk about themselves? Will they talk about, I don't know, somebody else's life in order for, to be like the next motivational thing? Why won't they read a book, about anybody that was in the civil rights movement and discuss them at nauseum? Instead, they don't have the same resource to stalk them. Obviously, some of them are like a lot of them are dead, but it's just like, from the 1960s and stuff like that. But or just like really old, and it's kind of sometimes like really expensive to be in that person's company, especially if they're like well to do. But I digress. It's an opportunity for people to actually do the work. Like, they project and they call me lazy, but it would be an opportunity for them to do the work, do the footwork, do the, finger work, research, and all that other kind of stuff in order to put their mouth, put their feet, where their mouth is. Basically, it's like talk the talk and then walk the walk. So now it's time for them to walk the walk. And these people just like to sit on their ass and just talk as they watch me and use me as an image to in order to help like criticize and push people. So, and it's, again, I see it all the time. It's from like, especially like weird people who are non-black, because it's creepy and weird when it's non-black, but it's embarrassing and disappointing and really bad looking when it's a black person. So speaking of which, I titled this video Gorilla. I think it's like Flying Gorilla or just Gorilla Warfare and like campaign, something to that extent, because it's the opportunity where, It's go time. People are going beast mode. Like they want to feel like they're Optimus Prime, but they're really just, like a flying monkeys, but on some type of drug, basically on some type of steroid in regards to trying to taint my character and do everything that's like really duplicitous and just try to infect like the next generation or like the next batch of people that are either already, still following them or potentially following them or anybody who's like becoming of age, in like a recruitment kind of situation. So that's where we are right now, or at least that's, that's obviously my situation right now. People are doubling down like heavy, 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 heavy on the maliciousness. Meanwhile, I'm either running errands or I'm just like doing some random things. I took like a different route during like one of my errands and stuff like that. I'm just like kind of slowly doing things, but people, men especially, they want to try to flex their power. And the thing is just that it's not fully them. Like they have been influenced and controlled by women, one in particular, and then it just um started to get crazier. So now, because it's been so long, men have been acting this way. They're just like, no, no, especially with all the other women, like, either probably complaining, nagging, whispering in their ear, like, no, 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 no. Like, we can't like let this woman go. We can't, give her the justice that she wants and this, that, her, and the third. So you guys are gonna have to like, stall, delay, people, and even her if she even believes this, which I don't. Like I stopped believing in humanity a good enough time ago. I'm just gonna say that like that. I'm not gonna put a timeline on it, but I stopped believing in humanity. It's just like show it. And people are talking about faith and stuff like that. I'm like, you're not. If I don't believe in humanity, like you don't have any right to try to tell me exactly what. Like you can try to talk about me. Obviously, you're gonna talk about me, but you don't have any right to try to think that you can tell me exactly who I can or what I should be putting my faith in. Even if you tell me to put my faith in God, it's just like you have no authority to tell me exactly what I should be doing with my life. I don't respect you. I don't believe in you. I don't have any faith in you. So, and God is actually working through people, but it's people that decide on their own to not do it because of their own self-serving and greedy ways. Shit. Like remember, even David himself had thought, you know, had faltered. And he's supposed to be like one of God's favorites. You feel me? Like he fucked up multiple times and he didn't learn his lesson until all those other things that happened for God to step in and intervene. Now why somebody try to like rephrase this and stuff like that, typical. Especially, I'm telling you, I don't care if you're black or you're non-black. It's just that it's pathetic at this point that you're trying to um do like a spin tactic in regards to being an abuser, and that's what you guys are. So that's basically the leading reason why humanity just seems like a joke, because people are quick to become abusers and then like serious abusers. I'm not saying that everybody's perfect, but I'm just like, or has to be perfect. But people are like serious abusers by wanting to just go ahead and try to, it's practically like raping my time and my space and my boundaries because you don't have my consent, whether or not the government is allowing you to. Like this is right here, it's like it's like a cop, it's like you're walking in the street and two cops are beating up an innocent person and you had a shitty day and you're just like, God, like and they're just like holding the guy and be like, yo, you want to take a hit at this dude? And you're like, no, no, that's okay. And they're like, sure, like you can do it. You won't get in trouble. Like we promise. Like we're the cops. And so they even like try to maybe say something to help goad you into it. And you're just like, sure. That's what it's like. You're just like, sure. But you gotta tell yourself that you're doing it for a purpose, for a reason. That's that's above you. So I have some photos that obviously dismiss a lot of the claims, not the claims, but a lot of the lies and slander that was against me. But I think I can save that for another day. Today, I just wanted to come up on here and um, discuss what the situation is and how things are going. I'm wearing this cute little semi lace top, and I have on some black jeans to match it and my sneakers. And I'm wearing like some silver. I haven't worn silver in a while, but I was just like, let me switch it up. So I got some silver jewelry um, on. I've had these for a while. Let's see. Okay. All right, let me hurry up because all right, so what is the sitch? So basically, how do I know? People can, like, you don't have to tell me things without telling me things. Okay, people are so freaking greedy and self-serving. So again, it's like America's a joke. But it's just like, not saying that everybody is freaking corrupt or self-serving and greedy, but a lot of people are, and enough people are. If people are still talking in code, again, they don't say my name. You can say the names of rappers and celebrities and basic people that are victims on the street, but when it comes to me, it's just like this, and you guys have to say like keywords, like which is like mumbo jumbo stuff. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I've dressed up as a witch as a kid, and I love Halloween, as I do with other national holidays. But it's like I definitely see through the bullshit, especially when people just start speaking in mumbo jumbo things. Like people who adopted these beliefs. That's it. That's it. People need a job here. Sorry. Again, I'm not a makeup professional. I just basically see something and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. It may not be right, but it's enough to where it looks good enough. And I get compliments. So yeah, it's definitely better. Okay, so what were people talking about? Isolation. Which is weird. Ooh, hello. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice. That's so nice. I like that. I like the time more than the outside. Okay. Let's see. People were talking about isolation, saying isolation is best. This, that, here, and the third. I mean, I don't. Isolation is actually a form of punishment, especially by this time for me to, in my situation, regardless of what you hear somebody else say, who is more than likely a pervert, but an abuser nonetheless, saying, "Oh no, we need to hide you." It's like remember in Cinderella when the evil stepmother had locked Cinderella in her room and was just like, "This is for your own good. This is isolation. This is needed." Now, damn, if she had included some spiritual rhetoric, then that just would have been even more evil. Like, come on now, how are you over here trying to like abuse God in order to try to fulfill your own greedy ways? Another tip off was people were over here trying to tell me we're trying to play matchmaker to somebody I don't know, to somebody who's been watching me. without my permission. So you mean to tell me, in so many words, well, not so many words, that I should be, or that I, no, you said will, you guys said will, that I will be interested in a pervert that's been watching me and only has chosen to step up. Wait, I'm sorry. Might, might want to step up. Might. I don't care about like what you guys say, because at this point, like I said, like your threat to someone like that just seems so fucking like meaningless and pointless. You guys be projecting like your own fears. Aren't you guys the one that's dying anyway? Like dying off, like on some real stuff. Like I'm not trying to be smart. I'm just saying stuff because it's well, one is true, but it's like, shouldn't that be your fear? I mean, you guys are the one that's dying off. I mean, I've been having like, like little symptoms off of the stuff that you guys have been doing to me, but aren't you the ones that are dying? So people said they don't like my mouth either, and said that I should be cringing when it comes to some of the videos that I've made in regards to this. And I'm like, it just seems like it's more embarrassing. It would be more embarrassing for you to have, been a sellout and a coon. It's not only that, but it's like two wrongs don't make a right. So you've seen white people oppress black people. They oppress our ancestors. Even up until less than a decade ago. It was like, like it was like an underlying hint of racism that has been tethered to slavery. And you guys think that, oh my God, it's just so, I just, you guys think that you are just absolved of any fault while you're pointing the finger at me or using it as a distraction. Like supposedly I'm supposed to cringe at me cussing you out for the abuse that you've done for being a sellout and a coon. How do you figure that? Two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right. So you've seen a race do something that was wrong, and then you wanted to do it yourself in modern times. So not only are you showing that you're a sellout and coon, but you also show that you don't learn the lesson. The competency of certain black people is just astounding, because it just it really makes people who are non-black or whatnot like that kind of hold you like a child, but then as a child they should have responsibilities, and then when you want to go into victim mode, it's like it's really weird. It's really weird. It's really weird. Like you want to be baby, but you want to have certain responsibilities. And I can get that, as a child, like, children want to have like their own responsibilities. They want to have like more type of like more roles and stuff like that, tasks to fulfill, so that way they can earn allowance. If parents still do that, where they earn the allowance and not just give them the allowance. But it's like it's more of a moment where you all try to portray something, and it's just not giving. It's just not giving it. It's not. Like people can see through the bullshit, so I don't know why you guys can't. Like other people, when you just like kind of step outside of it, I mean, they might like try to appease you momentarily, but then I feel like they do something subtle and slick to balance everything out in the background. So they might give you money, but then they might take something away from you in the background. And then it ends up taking that thing from the background from you, or doing that thing behind your back in the background from you for without you knowing, and then having to take your money again and then calling it for something else. Like that's we catch on later. Oh my gosh. It's just, yeah, if you do think about it like too much, it does become just a little bit like, exhausting. But it's only because like you guys try to make it into everybody's mess. Meanwhile, what I'm going through is literally what has encouraged people to do this to other people. So I'm not trying to make this. I'm not trying to make like unprovoked things that were, pardon me, that were unjustified that you guys have done to me unprovoked. You guys have made your problems my problems and other people's problems, and we are all paying for it. Like I said, with the whole work harder thing, I'm not. I wasn't saying just black people had to pay for it. White people had to pay for it too. Everybody has to pay for it. We were just like overworked and overburdened and stuff like that. You guys did that. I don't know why you guys are mad at me for something that you did, and I'm just basically calling it out. Um, and even that, like you're like, okay, I'm calling out something that you did, the bullshit that you did, and yet here's the bullshit that you did and that you continue to do. But you want to say that this is worse than this, and then you guys continue to do like some guerrilla warfare and stuff like that. Like I understand that you guys don't want to, like some of you guys, want to just be bad for no reason. Like, sometimes, that's people's mottos. I realized that a bit some time ago, where people just want to do bad things. Some people just want to be bad. And there's honestly, surprisingly, you're gonna be surprised. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be bad and you want to be malicious and you want to do this, that, and the third, that is totally up to you. That is your right. That is absolutely your right. Having said that, you have to pay for the consequences if and when you are caught, or like basically your stuff is exposed. You have to pay those consequences. Don't think that every reaction has an equal reaction. It's just it's a universal situation. You have to pay for that. You have to pay for that. You will pay for that. People will pay for it accordingly, but it's just like I don't. But it's not always going to be about like karma, like karmic situation. It's just you'll pay for it. Man, like that stuff would have totally made me like sleepy back in the day, but geez, I'm just like so over it. So what else are you guys doing with the slanders and stuff like that? Oh, I do know you wanted to talk about um it's yeah. Hold on, just one sec. Look at the stars and the Pardon me, I'm just like really into it. But like, oh my gosh, it's just like so many people are just it's crazy when one person's anger decides to just like one person's anger decides to influence other people to be angry about something and it's unjustified and unprovoked. And like, people go through such great lengths instead of just pausing and being like, well, what the fuck is this? And would this be appropriate if this was, myself or somebody that I cared about? Like, let's just step back. You would even know more so, like you would even recognize it sooner because of the way how you guys scrambled to like, save face. I'm just like, yo, everybody was just like messed up about this. Like, oh my God, like you guys doubling down and being so freaking like toxic has influenced other people to either get murdered, their lives taken away, this, that, and the third, and innocent people. Innocent people. Again, I'm thinking about remember that girl that everybody's talking about, Shaquana Robinson. Let me say her name right. Let me make sure, like I don't want to say it disrespectfully. Shanquella Robinson. It's dirty work, man. It's dirty work. You know what's crazy though? It's just that you don't hear about these type of stories and stuff like that happening anymore. Not because they don't happen, but because she didn't get the justice that she deserved, and it was too close to home to what was going on with me. So there's so many people right now that are being plotted on. Like imagine like you're just like buddy buddy like oh hey this my best friend, this my cousin, this that here and the third. This person is just like I can't stand you. Like I want to be done with you and this that here and it's plotting your demise. You guys helped encourage and influence that. Man, pardon me. Sorry, there's something in my eye. Like, yeah, you would just be done. I don't know how many people are actually confident enough, especially in a relationship, if you or anything else where you just moved away. If you guys can try to, move away from jobs and things of that nature so easy, why can't you guys quit relationships so easy? You feel me? Something worse. Should have warned you. I got my eye. Sorry. Seriously. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, I'm gonna finish running these errands, but I don't have it. I don't have much to say about that. I wanted to kind of come up on here mostly just to gush about like me just going out, period, and me having a nice time last night, um, by myself, of course. So yeah, it's just dirty business. So when people just start, keep talking about me, and like they're really like, sorry, this is so weird, in like a really like bad way. Oh, geez. I'm gonna have to like hold on. Do I have a I'm just gonna like remember back in the day when people used to flip their eyelids? Like, yeah, that shit was like so disgusting to me. So disgusting to me. I was like, no way, ain't no way. Ain't no way. One of the guerrilla tactics was, I think it was stating in regards to people not saying that they're black, that they're something else, or not being proud to be black. And I don't. The thing is just like they don't regret the skin color. Some people, I mean, well, some people do, which is very sad. Some people do regret their skin color, and I'm just like, "Whoa." But not no, but that's just point blank period. Like that's just sad. Like, bro, stop it. That instilled self hatred. Um, is so bad. I mean, duh. How would you want to do that? Remember Michael Jackson's love interest was Naomi Campbell? Sister was hot. You feel me? Sister was hot in that music video. And with her dark complexion, and they did it in a very I was gonna say sequoia. Was it what do you call it? It's not sequoia. Gosh, what is that color called? And it was, what color am I thinking of? Dang it. Sepia. Oh my god. Sequoia. Oh my goodness. Sepia. What do you mean? Supposedly. Okay, well, it looks like I have to go. Something is amiss. Okay. Um, yeah, so I wanted to gush about that. I don't know what else. Well, no, I do know what else I can talk about, but I just wanted to come up in here. I'd rather talk about that later when I have some time because right now I just need to skedaddle, and yeah, I'm not pressed to. I'm not pressed to talk about anything that somebody who I don't want any connection with, in regards to like an ex friend or something like that, has any beef with me, which should have been like let go of a long time ago because it's unjust and I didn't do anything to you. Like I continuously proved that you mean absolutely nothing to me. I don't want anything to do with you. I want a no contact order against you because you are that fucking pathetic and you've already clearly have shown that you copycat me in everything that you do. So this shit, this whole back and forth thing is just very childish, completely childish. And whether you are whatever you try to fake when it comes to maturity and whatnot like that, it's very transparent that you aren't. Like this shit is all for show. So I'm gonna go do something else and go back out. Again, it's much more better having to like discuss somebody who's obviously looking for attention and only can find attention when she's trying to talk about me, especially in a negative light. But it's just like because if you talk about me and even in a positive light, it'll still garner me attention. But negative light is just like, bruh, like either way, I still get attention. Negative or positive, I still get attention, and it kills certain people inside. It does. It really, really does. Quaking, shaking. So since you guys have heard enough, enough things about me, and you already know that a lot of the stuff is like, unnecessary, unprovoked, and whatnot like that. I want to tell you about something that I saw. I mean, I'm pretty sure you already guys know of it because you guys are gang stalking me and watching me without my permission. But what do you guys feel about that special caterpillar that can eat plastic, and the scientists that were inspired by its saliva and decided to produce a solvent that can deteriorate the plastic in such a quick time that's something that used to take like so many years. Like, I'm telling you, like I think it's pretty cool. For me personally, I think it's pretty cool, and I just find it so fascinating on how we are able to create multiple things out of animals and just life in general that's already natural from nature, which they call like bio mimicry. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. Should definitely be seeing a reduction. I hope people are not going to be like 2 bags this time, 2 plastic bags this time. We're evolving. Like what? Like science is taking over now. Science has made a way. Yeah, like no, no, please stop. Like use as less bags as possible, plastic bags as possible. So when they be like, oh, plastic or paper, try to go for paper. But more than likely, a lot of places have plastic, so just kind of use like less bags. Which is what I do. I'm like, no, 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 you can add more. You can add more to the bags, hopefully, because some of the bags nowadays are also like very kind of cheapy, but man, it's a catch 22 because I think that the cheaper ones are kind of I think probably deteriorate easier. You know, see these are the kind of things that I like to talk about. I mean, just random things anyway. Also, I'm thinking about also getting my hair done, and well, I'm gonna definitely wear this hairstyle for a while longer, maybe for another couple of weeks. I'm honestly a couple of weeks. I like the curly, and I like the way how it's just like it's very summer appropriate. I want to get braids, as you saw in that picture. I used to do yarn locks, and I saw some ladies wear the bohemian braids, and those are nice. Those are cute. Or the genie locks, those are nice also. Those are cute. But I don't know where to go. Um, Primarily because a lot of people are, the gang stalkers, and I don't want them anywhere near me. But I think that anywhere I go, especially within the tri-state area, they're gonna be like, gang stalkers. So I want to see the most tolerable one that's just not trying to be messy. It's just like Lord Jesus, let 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 this go quickly, let this go smoothly, and let this not be messy. Because triangulation is just again, it's just oh. You ever want to like you ever have like too much sweets and you have like a glass of milk or something like that to kind of cleanse the palate? Like when people just like even when people are talking about me in a negative sense, or when you see all that drama and stuff like that, I'm just like, I just need to cleanse the palate. I'm not taking a social media cleanse because I do need to address my situation, and which is hi, my name is Shalise, and I'm on the watch list, and also part of the Patriot Act is against me basically. Under the Patriot Act, people, mostly people in the Trenton, New Jersey, decided to try to bully me, and it was all orchestrated originally by two people, and it manifested into something global. So now people are very freaking codependent, um, deeply, deeply insecure, criticizing me, wanting to use exploitation, and are sellouts and coons because it started off with Black people, and even one of them that is non-Black, another person too, part of it that's half Black, half Puerto Rican, is still influenced by a Black person because they're adopted by a Black man. So again, it's with the Black community that decided to be sellouts and decided to exploit me, harm me, harass me, threaten me, unprovoked. Yeah. So day by day. What have I done lately? I'm just playing it by ear because I think that I want to kind of save exactly what it is I've been doing within a certain type of limit. So yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going. I'll see you later. This is cute. Uh, yeah. I feel like these are like FaceTime calls now. Like, oh, ring, ring, hey girl, what's going on? Let's talk. Basically, we're like talking every day. People see me every day. You know, I was comparing this situation to like being a somebody's pet. Like, I could literally do nothing, and you guys just watch me. You've been watching me for years, and it's just like I just feel like I'm just somebody's practically like a pet, which is insane. No. Okay. So. I watch reruns lately. So are there any kind of like artists nowadays, like movie stars or actors that kind of give off the vibe of Robin Williams and Jim Carrey? I mean, you know, I don't want people to start trying to like cancel you know, or like taint Robin Williams' character. Rest in peace to him. It's just, man, I just seen such evilness. People unprovoked. And I want to know if there's any weirdos out there in the world that are safe or that feel safe to be themselves and be weird without possibly being the next victim, the next target, the next person to want to the next person that wants to I don't know, live, thrive, or be out there, be in public, you know, without being like targeted. Oh yeah, so I was mentioning Naomi Campbell and Michael Jackson's video because I mean she was yummy. Like, well, I mean, you know, I mean, I know, not I know, but I heard some things. You know, obviously the controversy thing that she done. You know, and behind the scenes, I'm just saying, like, as far as looks go, like she's a beautiful woman, and she's always been a beautiful woman, especially in her youth. Um, no, no, I just really love it. Like, still got it going on. So pretty. So when people start like I don't know, lightening their skin, unless it's like, you know, obviously for hyperpigmentation. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like I always thought that dark skin was the wave. Like, you know, not saying that, you know, it's the like compared to the like not the flavor of the month, but it's like or the year. Cause you notice how that was going? You know how people were trying to make trends kind of situations, like, oh, you know, the trend now is, you know, Latinos. Hey, the trend now is, you know, like, oh, dark skinned women. I'm just like, oh, sweetheart, like I thought that was always, you know, it was always like I'm not ignorant of colorism, but I do know. Oh man, let me just tell you something. Ah, it's like, oh god, this is wild, bro. It's crazy. Like yo, I'm more and more I'm realizing about what that man said. And you know he was white. Mm, like, why do you do it to us? Like, oh god, I was not expecting for that statement to be proven right. Because at the time, like I didn't know how bad it was with me being like weird and stuff like that. So I was just like, man, you're just talking out of your ass because you just seem like, you know, you just seem foul, man. You seem foul. And sure enough, it just seems like people nowadays in this modern time is just like, okay, well, if you're the flavor of the month, then all of a sudden, like, you know, um, you want to oppress people or just like kind of like put them in a position where like, you know, put them down. And I'm like, damn, like why? Me, I've always been me. And of course, I'm going to protect myself and treat myself accordingly when people have literally, quite literally, done nasty things. Like that's the part that you should be cringed about. That's the part that people should be cringed about. Oh, Timmy pull down his pants and decided to do something to Shalice's ice cream and whatnot like that. Like that's something that should have been cringe. That's something that's like really nasty. Things like that. But I'm telling you, certain people are just very choose to be competent on certain things, and they look stupid. They look so freaking stupid. All right, like do you hear like? I mean, I like to when all right. So I'm like being engaged when I talk about like the other things about like the worms and things like that. But when it talks about like, cause it's just disgusting, man. It's just really disgusting and embarrassing. Like I just know that people we're just giving people validation and confirmation. This is like, yep. See, this is why I don't like. Oh my god, see, man, this is like. How are you? How are you being offended when certain people that do have our complexion offended that they don't say that or acknowledge that they're black when even though they have the complexion, like I'm pretty sure some people admire the complexion, they just don't want to affiliate with the group that's just as bad as the other oppressors, which is funny because they have been oppressors too. So it's just like yeah, I'm telling you, it's just. It's wild. It's so wild. Anyway, I am beautiful. People obviously want to say different, but that's them, and their beer goggle eyes, and that's just another thing that they have a problem with. That's not my problem. Peace.